All right, this first game has asked us to put things into order, one thing at a time. I've got a diagram that can accommodate that kind of thinking, and I've got rules. First, we've got two kinds of things, rural and urban. I've chosen to signify rural as a circle and urban as a square, as you see. And then when we're told the first one is rural, it gets a circle. K goes immediately before F, and they are not the same type. That's rule 3. The third one has to be by G. Are these essays? These are essays. These are photo essays, which are much more interesting than plain old stupid word essays. And finally, J is urban, so she gets a square. Let's answer some questions. An acceptable assignment in answer choice A for question number 1, you gotta have K before F. A starts with F. Get rid of that shit. In answer choice B, third essay has to be Gonzalez. She can't be first. Get rid of B. Answer choice C, we talked about this already. K has to be before F. Get rid of answer choice C immediately before F. That's what the rule said. And answer choice D, the first essay, the first photo essay, has to be circle, has to be rural. In answer choice D, Jort starts us off. And Jort, the stupidest name ever, Jort Jimerson. Jort is an urban photo essayist. So that leaves us with only answer choice E. E is the right answer. Doesn't break any rules. Question 2 asks what could be true, and so we're asking, how is it that you could have answer choice B be true? Well, if Gonzalez is immediately preceding Howland, then you've got your KF here. K is a circle in this case, so F will have to be a square. Jort is our other square. That's what that reminds me of is 30 Rock. There was somebody named Jort something. Jort Jump Jamp? Something like that. Anyway, so you can see that Gonzalez might be immediately preceding Howland. Question 3. If the fourth issue is urban, any of the following could be true. Okay, the third issue is G, the fourth issue is urban. Well, we've got two options for that. We've got either a KF over here being different, K is first, she's rural, or we've got our KF over here, in which case F will be the circle. We have to have, these are our two squares, so J has to be our second one. That means this has to be a circle, and this has to be a circle. In this case, J has to be a square, and this leaves us with H. And there's our two squares, G will be a circle. Anything could be true except C, Howland's essay is fourth. No, the fourth one is either J or else K. Question 4. What has to be true? Why does it have to be true that Gonzalez is rural? Make Gonzalez urban and we'll find out. We've got to put K and F somewhere. Let's put them last. And they can't be the same. One of them's a square and one of them's a circle. I will randomly make K a square. Now, we've got a circle here, and that's not J. It'll have to be H, which means this is J. But, oh no! Now we've got 3 squares. If you make G a square, and J is always a square, and one of K or F has to be a square, then you got too many squares. That won't work. G cannot be a square, has to be a circle, has to be rural. That's not happening. All right, question 5. Any following could be featured in the fourth issue except an essay by Fetter, and you can probably see that just by looking at our diagram. How are you going to put Fetter in the fourth issue? Fetter follows K, not G. Answer choice A is not possible, and that's why it's our answer. That leaves us with only question 6. One of these answer choices will be exactly the same for the game as the old rule. So the old rule that we're substituting for is that F and K are different rule. So now we're taking that rule away, but we want something that has exactly the same constraints. And look how B is exactly the same. If you make G and H both rural, G has to be a circle, and H, wherever we put her, has to be a circle. Let's put her here. Now, this rule is no longer in effect. K and F don't have to be different by rule, but look what happens. We have to have two squares, right? And Jorp Jomp, Jordy Jorp Jomp, I can't remember exactly what the name of that character was, but Jorp Jomp will be one of our squares. And then the other square will be either K or F, right? We have to have two squares. The rule from the setup is true. Rule 1 is still true. K is still before F. G is still our third. Judy Jorp Jomp. Judy Jorp Jomp from 30 Rock. I couldn't possibly be happier. Judy Jorp Jomp is our other square, and that means that no matter what we do, these two can't be the same. We have to have one more square, and we have to have one more circle. So if we make G a circle and H a circle, we end up having to split up the types of K and F. And that is why B is the correct answer, because it ends in the same result as our old rule. There's no way around it. And that finishes off this first game. Judy Jorp Jomp. So here's the deal with these free videos. They're intended to serve a very narrow purpose. For those times when you're wondering, why is that the right answer? You can just come here for a complete library and find out why it was the right answer. And I hope that you'll find that it was very instructive. Of course, the other part of the deal is that since LSAC publishes all of their tests along with test keys, that means that there's no barrier to entry for test prep. And you can hear the air quotes, I hope. Anybody can, and lots of people have, set up shop and call themselves test prep companies, and they've got the questions, they've got the answer keys, and they just try to explain to you why the right answer is right. And then they charge you money for it? That is wrong. I want to put a stop to it. I want to sweep the legs right out from under them. It is bad for you. It's bad for me too. So if you want to know what the right answer is and why the right answer is right, I want you to be able to come here and find it out for free without paying anybody for it. That's very different from what I do in the paid course. What I think has value about what I do is that I can tell you ahead of time what every question wants from you, what to expect from the right answer, how to formulate a right answer, and then how you can expect wrong answers to sound, so that you know before you ever open up a test book exactly what to expect. And all the practice videos that are part of the paid course are just me putting that theory into practice. It's just the rubber meeting the road. In other words, I'm going to show you, based on what we've done before, how we're going to react when it comes up next time. And that bit, knowing what to do the next time you see something, that I think is worth paying for. And if you agree, I'd love to have you in the course. And if not, that's fine too. Don't pay anybody to explain why right answers are right. Just watch these for free. Enjoy.